Greetings and welcome to another episode of Trippy Food and another installment of Do You Know What I Meme? And we are joined once again by Tom, old guy in Colorado, Raymond. Or let's get that backwards. Old guy in Colorado, Tom Raymond. Whatever. Anyways, Tom Raymond, as the crowd goes crazy, and Tom once again, in true Tom form, said, "Hey Val, this looks good, disgusting. Should we try it?" And he knows me, and he knows that I have to say yes. So we're going to try this. So this is a very, very popular meme right now, and it's showing up in a lot of places, and a lot of people are doing this. There's videos out. There's just pictures out. Now, the closest I can figure it out, it originated at The Vulgar Chef. So The Vulgar Chef at thevulgarchef.com, and he calls it a Merry Glizzmas pie. Now, Glizzmas, for those who aren't hep on your current terms, glizzy is the kind of slang term for a hot dog. So that's why it's Merry Glizzmas pie. And so Tom suggested we make this, and so we did, and we just kind of agreed on how we're going to make it. I contacted him, in the middle of the night last night and said, "Hey, I don't know how much, like the ratio of gelatin to water or whatever." If you go to thevulgarchef.com's website, there's no recipe there. There's a picture, there's no recipe. There's not even a picture of him eating it, so I don't even know if he eats it. But there are some websites that do have the recipe, and basically I followed the recipe. And again, I think there's lessons learned here. So Tom, we'll start with you. Having made this pie, if you were to make it again, not to eat, but just to, as part of that whole challenge, if you were to make it again, what things did you learn while you were making this pie?
Well, first of all, I thought I wanted to add some of the candy cane to the gelatin, and to give the gelatin a nice minty flavor. And but when I did, because of the red dye, it totally turned it red, milky. So I had to completely start over with the gelatin right off the bat.
Now, so we're talking about the gelatin. So I followed some of the recipes, and some of the recipes made suggestions like use beef broth, which I did. So I didn't use all beef broth. I used some beef broth and mixed with water. But again, beef broth is not clear, right? So it's not going to look like the picture. And as you can see here, it's maybe, what's the word? Translucent?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not transparent, it's translucent. In the picture, it's transparent, and that would be really nice. The other thing I learned about the gelatin is it's still, to me, it looks watery. It's not. I mean, I could turn this sideways. It's not going to come out, but it looks a little watery. And so I think I would go with less liquid and more gelatin next time. All the recipes I saw said 3 cups of liquid. You start with half a cup of cold water, mix the gelatin in with it, and then add the hot liquid to it, which is what I did. But I'm thinking either next time I'd use less liquid or more gelatin. What about you, Tom?
But I didn't bother looking at a recipe. I just kind of went for it, so to speak. And if I kind of judged it on making regular Jell-O, a small package is usually 2 cups of water. You add 1 cup of hot and then a cup of cold, and so I added 2 packages of unflavored gelatin and 2 cups of water. So it's actually going to be a lot more dense.
Yeah.
Than it really should be.
Yeah, I think if I was gonna do it again, that's what I would do. And again, looking at what I assume is the original, I can't actually be certain, but what I'm thinking is the original at the Vulgar Chef. I'm looking at it. His looks like a proper pie. However, the difference is that he isn't using dill pickle chips. It looks like he's using chunks of pickle. Maybe he's using chips, but he's cut them up, and also he's cut the hot dogs up into smaller pieces. Do you have whole hot dogs there? Or
well, yeah.
Okay. See, I couldn't fit whole hot dogs in here for some reason.
No.
Maybe it's the hot dog that I bought. So I cut them in half, and then I kind of put them around. But the thing that I found out by doing that is that, one, when I poured the liquid in, the hot dogs, I think while it was setting, the hot dogs kind of floated a little bit. And so in some cases, like here and here, they're above the gelatin.
Yeah,
right?
okay.
So I don't know if yours did that, but mine did. They kind of floated up a little bit.
I loaded all the hot dogs first, and then stuffed the cheese in. When I poured it in slowly. So like a couple of tips kind of poked out, and that's where it's melting the cheese. Can you see that running?
Yeah, now that was weird because I used it's not a string cheese, but like cheese stick. And it's like half mozzarella, half cheddar, I think.
Okay.
And I just kind of cut those in sections because I thought it would be easier to put them inside the hot dog. So that's what I did. And I didn't seem to get that melting
yeah, I don't
effect.
understand. It's just your cheap sliced American cheese.
The thing that bothers me about this, and I don't know if there's any way around it, is you pour in the gelatin and you wait till it sets. The crust is soggy.
I think a soggy crust is going to be about the least of this pie.
It is. So again, I think it has the same ingredients as the Vulgar Chefs, except he didn't put cheese in it. So we added the cheese. Here it is, and the finished product has whipped cream on top of it, which we're going to put on afterwards, and then crushed candy cane on top of it. We might even put like a whole candy cane in there for effect, but
That's something that we really didn't mention is the candy cane on the inside of the pie. I sprinkled some on top of the pickles, and just like the cheese, it just melted.
All right, so let's not put the whipped cream on the whole thing, because that way when we put it back in the refrigerator, other people can enjoy it.
Oh yeah, just a little on the slice.
Yeah, so I'm gonna get a decent slice. I think I'm gonna do a pretty big slice here, and let's help this hold. Oh, okay, it's cutting nicely. I mean, the gelatin looks like it's holding, so I guess that's good. Now yours should stay together really well, I would think, because
with as much gelatin as there is,
yeah,
in compared to the water.
I don't think mine's going to. I think mine's going to kind of fall apart a little bit. But yeah, that crust is soggy. It's just it's not holding up. How is yours holding up? Yours holding up okay?
I got it out.
I mean, look at this. It's falling. The crust is falling apart. It's goop.
Okay, Deb, that's good.
All right, here we go.
I'm getting a little color on the bottom edge.
Oh my God! Oh Jesus!
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh no.
See, yours is perfect. Yours is holding together. Nice slice of pie. Mine disintegrated. It disintegrated. I mean, you can still see the gelatin there, right? But you can still see the gelatin there, but it's
Well, it'll still taste good. I mean, the same.
The same, yeah, it's the same. All right, so now it's whipped cream time.
It is.
The things we do for science.
I know it. Taking one for the team here.
That ought to be enough.
Yep.
Doesn't that look delicious?
Some of the top here. Oh, isn't that a thing of beauty?
Yours is, though. I mean, like I said, it's so nice. It's held together so nice. All right, you ready?
I'm ready.
All right, so let's get a little bit of everything in here.
The hot dog and the cheese. Oh, the cheese! It's almost like it's been cooked and it's melted. It's just running out of the end of the hot dog. I'll see if I can get it.
And that's weird that it's running out of the end of the hot dog cold.
I know.
Oh, the peppermint. Oh, the peppermint and the whipped cream. Oh my God. Oh. No, that's horrible. That's horrible. All right, here's what I'm going to do. I'm not going to be neat. So I'm going to eat. Now, I did sprinkle some peppermint stick in here. So there's some in there, but not as much as I sprinkled on there, and there's no whipped cream in here. So I'm gonna try a piece from the pie without the whipped cream and extra. The crust is not crust anymore. Yours is okay though, right? Your crust is okay. That? Yeah. That's a nice cross section.
Dripping out.
Yeah.
The center of the hot dog.
Oh.
The cheese just liquefied.
Put some tetracycline on that. All right, here we go. I'm gonna try some right out of the pie without the whipped cream and extra.
For me, what's horrible, I'll just take another bite with you. But for me, what the worst part of it is actually the gelatin. Because there's so little water in it, it made it really chewy and rubbery.
So it's the texture.
Oh.
All right. It's not as bad directly out of the pie. The sweetness is what is absolutely destroying this. I think if you could kind of make this a savory pie, it might actually work. I would say I'm going to give this a solid thumbs down. There's nothing good about it. It's not. If you ever wonder why you see these things on TikTok or whatever, and there's not a picture of someone eating it, there's a reason. There's a reason for that. It's not good. It has no redeeming value whatsoever. What do you think, Tom?
What do I think? I think that this should be a holiday special treat for every family in America.
Why do you hate America, Tom?
I tell you, this is as expected, awful.
So you say thumbs down?
Oh, absolutely, huge thumbs down.
We did it. It's done. You know, we can cross that one off our bucket list of items that we do, and I guess try to start figuring out what the next one we're going to do is.
These miserable memes, I'll tell you what.
Yeah. So I will have the link to for the Vulgar Chef's website and everything. Although, to be honest, it's just a picture. There's nothing, he doesn't specify anything. And if you go out there and you look for recipe, you can actually see some videos where they're showing you how to make. So other people are making it a lot different. Again, some of them aren't using crust. They're putting it in a bundt pan and then inverting that, So people are just doing it a lot different. I mean, give it a try, Maybe take some of the suggestions that we came up with. I think one of them is a throwback thing. I think it's hot dogs and SpaghettiOs, if I'm not mistaken. Like somebody's doing hot dogs and SpaghettiOs. For
you folks out there that are as adventurous as we are, give it a shot.
Adventurous, that's a good word for it. No, I mean, seriously, give it don't turn your nose up at anything. Give everything a try, and you may be disgusting and everything, but at least you'll be able to say at the end of the day that you tried it. So we did, and we live to tell about it. And we'll never eat this again, ever, but you should give it a shot. And when you get out there, just remember that it's crazy out there. So please be careful, take care of yourselves, take care of others, and we'll see you soon. Thanks for checking out Trippy Food. If you enjoyed watching that video half as much as I did making it, well then I enjoyed it twice as much as you did. And if that's the case, you'll probably like this video right here. And if not, check out this video right here. That one's a little bit different. Either way, leave a comment down below. And be sure to subscribe by clicking on the Trippy Food icon right here. Glad you could make it, and we hope to see you again soon.